Hello. All right, we're here today for our second edition of the Lunch Break Facebook Live series. Today we're going to be talking all about For the Love of Style. And the reason I bring this... Oh, let me walk away. Okay. I guess reception isn't so great in my bathroom today. The reason I bring this up is because I get this question a lot of just like, how much time do you spend on your clothes? Is this all really necessary? What can I do to make this process quick and fast and easy for me? And I've got solutions for all of that. So what I wanted to share today was kind of start off just sort of asking you a couple questions. Honestly, I thought I was going to be able to hold this, but my arm already is tired and I talk with my hands, so like I can't do it. Okay, so essentially this subject it gets a little complex only because everybody's like willingness to try new things is a little bit different. Everybody's time's a little bit different. I recommend ways to organize your closet to really streamline outfit pairing and things like that. And some people don't have a lot of space and worry about that. But everything that I recommend, and I can't stress this enough, I'm actually truly a pretty basic type of gal. I just happen to love clothes and color and texture and helping people. And so it all came together to be a stylist. So, but I'm very simple. Like I've met people on the streets and they're like, oh, hey, where did you get that? Or, you know, whatever. Or they'll hear that I'm a stylist or something like that from a friend. And then they're like, oh my God, you are? You know, so it's not like I'm walking around like a fashion editor of a magazine or anything like that. I'm a normal person with normal problems, normal, hang-ups, normal time constraints, space constraints, financial constraints, all of those things still apply to me. So everything that I recommend really it's a one size fits all for everybody. And I know that sounds crazy and I'm not, just trying to like sell you on a certain thing. I'm just saying that when I say I can dress every body type, I mean it. There are tips and tricks for every single curve on your body. And same thing with your financial situation. There is a place to buy clothes that complement you and make you feel amazing that are actually in your budget. You don't have to go breaking the bank. I'm that girl, before I go into Walmart for groceries, I will go swing by the workout clothes and the swimsuits and things that, to me, personally, I don't choose to spend a whole lot on. I have posts, and you can hit the blog for those kinds of things of, when to spend and when to save and things like that. But for me, those kinds of things I like to renew every year. So I don't mind, just buying them inexpensively. So I'm not above shopping anywhere. I love Amazon. If you haven't hit my site, I have a ton of lists for spring and summer that you can go and shop if like trying to identify and find clothes is something that you struggle with. But long story short, good style, like literally, this is called For the Love of Style for a reason. Like, for the love of God, it doesn't have to be this hard, okay? I really can help you with just some practical, formulas and methods and daily routines that can really kind of hone in and get you feeling really jazzed about your personal style. So if you are somebody that is kind of in the market for, something better, then, keep tuning in. Go, join my public Facebook group, because that's where I'll really kind of dive in. I ask a series of questions when you join, and I really try to sculpt the content in there around that, that week. Okay. So we'll get to this a little bit later because we're going to jump in my closet and try a couple things, but I've heard a ton this week about concerns with midsection weight and just carrying extra weight, and how to pick shirts that don't cover your curves, but that also don't make you look bigger and things like that, or kind of draw attention to the areas that you're trying to kind of downplay. Because most of the time, the reason people are settling with their style is more so because of the way they feel, not necessarily the way they look. They've decided they're not going to go, hi guys, oh thank you. They have decided before they even probably rolled out of bed that today's going to be a leggings day, okay? Or you've decided like, hey, on Sunday night I paired 7 outfits, so I don't know what I'm wearing tomorrow, but I know that I already paired it. There are different extremes, okay? But if you are at kind of like a turning point where you're thinking that personal style is something you kind of give a little bit of attention to, then I want you to listen for the rest of the thing. If you're good with your style and you feel fantastic, you don't have to listen. I love it if you do, but you don't have to listen. But my like passion in life is to help simplify the subject for people. I think that any woman can find their like, you know, true potential best self with just a couple of tweaks, a couple of changes, maybe like a girlfriend like me in your corner, just kind of cheering you on and giving you little tips and letting you know that, dude, life is real. Body image situations are real, and we can handle those kind of one by one. Everybody's dealing with something. We talked about that on Monday in our Body Confidence 101 video. So, but if you're at a point where like, you know that you're ready for kind of like the next step, but you're not really sure how to take it, then, you know, keep watching. So I try to do my best work, and I try to share that with people. And some people are willing and some people aren't ready, and that's totally fine. But today I want to talk to you about a couple of things. So if you can answer yes to any of these questions, I want you to keep watching. Okay. So I'm actually going to read these so that they make sense. Are you tired of a full closet, but you still have nothing to wear? That's like real. Are you done with the runaround game of trying and failing and wasting time and more money just trying to look a little bit more polished? I'm sure you've got things in your closet with the tags still on them if that's you. Do you feel like everything in stores and online won't work for you, but that you still dream of like a good style? But when you see something, you have a hard time kind of manipulating it in your mind, dissecting it to where it can fit for you. And then do you want to look, do you want to feel more confident and have more credibility in your job and your family and your life, or just in general, whatever? Then all of these reasons, okay, if you said yes to any of those, then all of those reasons are a great reason to just pay a little bit more attention in this area, okay? I'm not saying you have to go break the bank. Most of the time when I do outfit pairings with clients in their closets, I'm pairing 20 outfits and we haven't even shopped yet. And this is somebody who told me, I don't have anything in my closet. We don't really need to start here. I can always find something. So I'm just here today to kind of lay it all out. I highly recommend, I'm gonna run into my closet and show you guys a couple of shirt options that you can, that can help you kind of hide some midsection, weight or fluffiness or bloating or whatever it is that you're dealing with. But at the end, I'll circle back around and I want to answer what questions are hanging you up. Like what's hanging you up in the morning that's keeping you in your yoga pants or your leggings and your favorite t-shirt, okay? Not that I don't love all of those things, because I do, but there's a time and a place. And when you're trying to feel confident, credible, stylish, or just fun, or just feel good, there are ways, clothes can do that for you. Accessories do that for me. A simple purse and a pair of sunglasses does that for me. So it can, like I said, it can be very, very little things, okay? But any of those concerns I want you to hit in the comments, and then once I'm done kind of showing you a couple of midsection, my alarm's reminding me to eat lunch. I am that person that has to be reminded to eat. But anyway, I will answer your questions as best I can. Even if you watch this on the recording, post your comments and post your concerns, and I will come back through and answer every single person, okay? If it is more of a personal question, because I do get those a lot of people get me confused with like a fashion blogger that like literally shares everything. That's not really my style. A lot of what I do is kind of a confidential thing. Like not everybody wants to know they've had help from a stylist or an interior designer or whatever. So confidential is good. It's A-okay. So if you have a question like that, feel free to hit me up on Messenger. I'm happy to help in any way that I can. So, okay, let's go ahead and get started. I'm gonna jump in my closet, and without getting naked in front of you, I'm gonna do a couple of change outs, give you 3 or 4 different options of how you can use cute summer shirts to hide midsection weight or layer on different things so that you feel fantastic when you're out, even when it is hot as hell. So, okay, this is gonna be hard because I'm shooting alone again, but I'm gonna make it work. So give me 30 seconds to like readapt my camera. Oh gosh, you guys are so patient. Okay, so we're gonna go. Now we're in my closet. It probably looks different because last time I shot in my closet, I lived in a different house. So now this is my new closet. Pardon that light, like up here. Oh, there we go. Got it out. Okay, so this is my closet. And I'm gonna take this just to kind of show you a little bit. Okay, purses. I kind of have a problem, but I love them all. Shoes. Okay, over here is where I keep dresses, and I separate everything using my Instant Outfit formula. If you don't know what that is, you can hit my blog to learn more about that. But I separate everything by a basic formula of basic, interest, and completer. Boom, boom, boom. You can see I have lots of laundry to do with all these empty hangers. And then skirts, shorts, and then I literally have a jean problem. I know. But you know what? Working for yourself means you can wear jeans whenever you want. So I dress up jeans a lot. Okay, like today. So I have no idea. Actually in the camera, I think I am. Okay, so this is me today. I'm just wearing a pair of simple, they're like a vintage cut jean from Target. I love them. They're kind of a capri length. They've got a tiny, tiny bit of stretch in them, but not like crazy. I'm over the fad of like elastic jeans, okay? So I shared on Monday, I do carry some extra midsection weight. I mean, it's less than what it was, but it's still there. It still bothers me. So I understand the concerns that people are expressing about getting into a warmer season and not being able to know what to do with this area, okay? And still wanting to wear something that doesn't look like, you know, you're wearing like a potato sack. So today I pulled this short little number. I love it because it dips down in the back, so you kind of get that front tuck look without having to front tuck, which I'll get into the front tuck in a second. But you see, like, here's my stomach, but it gives you just this extra space. And that's sometimes all you need. I don't want you covering up your body. Okay, I don't care how big you are. I want you to wear things that are trying to give you the shape that you desire. If that is an hourglass shape, because typically that is what people are coming to me for, I want to show definition in my waist. How do I do that? Okay, things like this do that, okay? And you don't have to, you know, show off the goods or anything or whatever. I keep it nice and low, and you can actually tie this a little bit lower so that it doesn't even come up like as high, like if you need that extra length. I kind of liked it coming up a little bit higher because the side view is super cute. So this is just one option, okay? And so I'm gonna run off camera and change each shirt to give you kind of a different view, but this is a great one for spring and summer. I got this at Target for less than 20 bucks. It's got just a few buttons, super lightweight, like I'm not hot at all. I can like do a bunch of stuff. It's good, okay? So option number one. Okay. And while I'm changing, you could definitely post any questions to the comment thread, and I will definitely hit them up by the end. Okay. So I wore this shirt yesterday, and I love it for a couple of reasons. Okay, I don't know if you heard me. This is probably going to be the funniest video to rewatch, but I love this because, again, another sensitive spot for me are kind of like my upper arms. I used to like lift weights and love doing it, and what I realized was that I gain muscle really quick, and as soon as I stop, it just turns to flab. So like I'm working on it, you know what I mean? But it is a sensitive point for me. So you won't see me in a ton of like skinny strap tank tops like this without like a jacket or something like that. Or like a shawl or something super cute. I don't mind wearing fitted. I just don't like side view. It's like everybody wants to take the pictures when I've got a sleeveless shirt on. So, okay. So I love these sleeves because they kind of billow out and there's a little bit of elastic, but it's not super tight and it's just super comfortable. Again, another Target find. I got lucky right before the quarantine and I went to Target and loaded up for a trip we were taking, and then it was like we came back and we couldn't go anywhere. So I was glad I shopped when I did. But something like this is what, I mean, you could wear it out like this and see how it kind of gives you just a little bit more space here on the side. That's kind of what you're looking for. You don't need your clothes to fit like Sherman Williams paint,
okay? And even when they do, it's even if you have a great shape and you're flat in all your right spots or whatever, it doesn't make it look very shapely, okay? And in the world of fashion right now, I mean, this boho look is just super all over the place, and more forgiving, kind of relaxing clothes are kind of where designers are at. So you're gonna find a lot of options like this, but it kind of comes down in like an A line. It's gonna hit you at the hip bone, not the waistline. I think that if you are carrying extra weight in your hips, you don't really want to go farther than that hip bone. When you do, you're kind of creating that seam across the widest part of your body. Okay, and you kind of want to avoid that. Plus, it's nice to show off the shape of your hips. So, you can do this, you can wear it straight down, or you can use the front tuck method, which I happen to love because I do try to keep my stomach feeling flat. Okay, I'm not saying it is, but if I feel like it's flat, it's flat. But I like to do a little front tuck just to kind of bring attention to the fact that, you know, I do have a waist. I can see my button. But then I always like to leave it out in the back because with this tushy, it kind of whoop comes out. And so it just makes everything look really like va-va-voom. Whereas when you leave it kind of out in the back and you're just front tucking it, it has a little bit more of a relaxed look. Okay? This is something that, with the landscape of this shirt being all black and just kind of giving you a great place for accessories, I would accessorize up. Okay? So today I'm wearing a really thin necklace because it's warm outside. But you could go in warmer or in cooler climates, chunky, you know, heavy necklaces, or shoot, rock them during the hot if it doesn't bother you. Some people just, one thing I hear a lot of is like, I am not wearing that scarf or whatever. I am so hot. I have hot flashes all the time. So it's whatever your poison is. But you can do anything with a basic shirt like this. So again, super has like great style to it, but it is just a basic black shirt. Okay. So in my DIY closet course, one of the things that we provide is a full, it's 172 pieces of recommended items that help curate a capsule wardrobe that is good for every season, every reason, every event, every occasion, okay? So you get a wedding invite. You don't have to worry about what you're going to wear because I've told you which dresses that you need that are staples, and I've given you ways to wear them in every season, okay? Tips, tricks, flip it up, flip it down, whatever. Accessorize it, don't, whatever, so that it looks different, but only a couple of dresses are what's needed. Okay, sorry, I promise I'll leave. But what was I saying? I don't know. Lost my train of thought. Oh, the shopping list. Okay, so that shopping list is awesome because you can kind of pick and choose what you like and what you don't. But what I do is I'm like, okay, you need a long sleeve black and white striped shirt. You need a short sleeve black and white striped shirt. I don't care what style your black and white striped shirt is. Whatever fits and looks best on your body shape is what I want you to wear. But the outfits, so we give you the shopping list, but then the second thing we give you are 90 outfit ideas that all follow my fashion formula. So there's a basic, an interest, and a completer piece in every outfit, and then it's also accessorized. So when I say go out and get a black and white striped shirt, I don't care if it looks like this. Maybe you like a V-neck, maybe you don't. Maybe you like thinner lines and a scoop neck. Maybe you like something that covers up the caboose. Whatever, you know, so you can pick and choose which ones fit best for your body type and still substitute them into the outfit suggestion, right? Because I'm not telling you to go out and buy something specific. I don't use affiliate links. I don't get paid on the clothes that you buy. I don't care what you buy. It could cost $3. It could cost $300. It's whatever's right for you. But what I want is for you to have something that represents each piece. Then that makes all the outfits kind of work, okay? So something like this, when I say basic black short sleeve shirt, you can go basic black V-neck that's fitted and really basic, or you can go for something that's got just a little bit more, you know, style to it, okay? And it also covers the midsection. So this is option number 2. Let me put on 3. Okay, this one might look familiar because last year in, well, not last year, last season, in my Facebook Lives, I wore this in one of them. I love this shirt. I got it because one of my first models, my little Kimmy Woods, I love her, had this on in like a blush, and it was beautiful. So I obviously told her I was buying it, and then I found it in navy, and I don't have nearly enough navy. I have a lot of black, but I don't have nearly enough navy, so I went with it. And I'm kind of weird about floral, okay? It has to be some really jazzed floral, because if I'm going out looking like my grandma's draperies, it's not happening, okay? So I go for a really like abstract looking floral, or if it's like deconstructed, I like that too. But the idea with floral is keep it smaller than your fist. That way it doesn't overwhelm your body, okay? So back to our main topic here. And this one is tacked for all the right reasons, because otherwise this sucker would come down to my belly button, Jennifer Lopez style. But you see where I'm getting at with covering midsection weight? Like right now I don't have anything on underneath it, but I have worn just like a little cami, just to kind of make you feel a little bit like tightened and sucked in. That way if you have to like raise your hand, you know, you're not exposing yourself, but completely up to you. What I want you to take away from this specific shirt is the activity happening right in the front. Like most people would stay away from this because they think it would add more, but what it does is it brings attention to the detail and not your size, your weight, or whatever's making you feel insecure. People are looking at something different. It's kind of like if you've got a really big bust, most people with a really big bust that sits up kind of high, they don't like big chunky necklaces because then everybody's just checking out the rack all the time. If that's what you're going for, go ahead. But if it's not, they usually wear something long, or they'll wear like a cardigan over or something like that, just to kind of like, you know, disguise it a little bit, just kind of bring less attention. The best way to do that too is by adding a completer piece. And I'll show you in another one of them, but adding a completer piece kind of breaks up and gives you separate columns of color, which draws the eyes up and down and not across to the places that you're pretty much trying to disguise. So you can see where from the side view, yeah, I probably look a little bit, you know, wider, but it's eye-catching because of the detail of the shirt. So don't shy away from shirts that kind of drape through the front like this if that like mom spot is your spot, okay? Which is what I've been hearing like all week. People are entering in the Facebook group, and their question with their biggest style concern is like, this mom gut has got me, you know, going crazy. So something like this can be a very simple solution, and it is super comfortable, it's still forgiving, and it feels amazing. So this is option number 3. Okay. Option number 4 is similar, but a little more basic. It's kind of a combination of option number 1 and option number 3. Okay, so it has the, wait, what was, oh, I forgot what option number 1 was for a second. Okay, option number 1 was the button up with the tie, right? So it had a little bit of like low detail to it. And then option number 3 had the full drape. So this is kind of a combination of both. It's got the drape, but it's low, okay? And it's straight all the way around, okay? I love this shirt because it screams fall to me. I mean, obviously you can wear this in spring and summer too, but I love wearing this in fall, and I love pairing it with animal print. What do I have here? Oh, I did this for a pub crawl, and it was amazing. But you can break it up and still, you know, complete it and have a super cute shirt underneath with a little bit of detail that's not like, you know, hugging all of your unnecessaries. So that's just one option of what you can complete it with. I won't go into a bunch of options because I know that we're coming into weather where people aren't going to be wearing jackets. They're like over it. So this would be option number 4. And you could accessorize this with something simple like what I have on today. I really, really like this, especially when I wear it with something long. I really like to put a long necklace on with it, and it doesn't really interfere with it down here, so that's still kind of pretty. So good color, good fit, hits your sleeve at the right spot. You know, if you're carrying extra weight on your upper body, like say you are an apple shape or like If you've taken it a next step farther, you might be like an inverted triangle. Like I have a lot of, I service a couple of like ex-swimmers, and they have really broad shoulders. They're very thin, petite people, but they have broad shoulders. So if you're like that, you want to stay away from shirts that hit you at that cap sleeve level, because it's just like the widest spot of your arm. So it just makes it look even wider. So hitting this one down kind of mid-length is good. The best length when you're trying to slenderize the upper body is going to be elbow length, right? Hit you right here where your natural waist would be, okay? So illusion-wise, it's very slenderizing. So this is option number 4, kind of giving you an extra bit of room, but not too much room where you feel like overdone. So, okay. This is our last option. And this is where I'm actually going to use more of like a season ready completer piece, because people will wear these in the spring and summer because they're lightweight and amazing. And this one is one of my favorites. Love the look of this. If you got my Christmas card, it was on my Christmas card. But okay, shirts like this, the reason I wanted to kind of showcase this one is because people have these in their closet. I bet you every single person on this call has at least one, if not 10 in your favorite colors. So what I wanted to show with this one is that you can wear this down, and you can wear this baggy. You can wear this long without, the tie and things like that. And it looks cute. I'm like standing on my toes because I'm barefoot, but I would normally wear something long like this with some sort of lift on the shoe. But you see how this... Okay, my fault. I will shush those on Friday on our next live. But it's still just kind of like, there's nothing special about the way that you styled this, okay? So that's my other disclaimer. When you work with a stylist, and I'm not saying this just because it's me, this could be any stylist, they are going to give you tips and tricks of how to wear pieces, not just telling you what to wear. It's so much more about the how to wear it. If you've taken my body shape quiz and you've been able to receive my master classes for each body shape, like to keep it shape specific for you, then you've seen me in a closet with somebody with your exact shape going through the struggles that they deal with, okay? And the reason I did that is because I do so much virtual styling. I can't just tell you to go buy a black and white striped shirt and you know what to do with it. It's not gonna like miraculously make you polished and feel amazing. But how I tell you to wear it to complement your specific shape will change you, I promise, okay? So when I keep talking about the course, I talk about that because in those outfit samples and in the recommended pieces shopping list, I go through all of that. Every single thing that I share in customers' closets, I actually share on 2 digital pages. They're not like downloads and PDFs that you've got to lug around. They actually take you straight to my site. It's like an app, okay? You've just got it with you all the time, okay? So those tips and tricks are huge, okay? And they're going to show you things like this. This is okay, right? It doesn't look bad, but if you rock the front tuck with this, right? Then all of a sudden you have you showcased your waist. In the video on Monday in Body Confidence, I talked about wearing a completer piece to kind of disguise that side view. So if your side view, that depth messes with you because of midsection weight, completer pieces like this are great, okay? And it doesn't have to be long and whatever. It could be a basic sweater cardigan, it could be a vest, it could be a denim jacket, it could be, 100 different things. I have a serious problem with buying completer pieces, but it's because I do carry that weight. I am a curvy person. I do like to accentuate my waist, even though it is where I carry extra. So jackets like this beautiful floral, which I say I never wear floral, and I picked out 2 pieces of floral. It's kind of like a cascade front, so it's very long and like slenderizing, but it nips you in here at the waist just enough and it has that 3/4 sleeve that hits you at the elbow, so it is super slenderizing. I could throw this on over sheath dresses, t-shirts, wear it with jeans. I have worn it over like thin sweaters. I mean, it has so many different ways to wear it that I can't help myself. If I find cute completer pieces, it doesn't matter if they're out of season, I will buy it. But it's because I use them all the time. So if disguising that side view is something that's important to you, completer pieces are something that you're definitely going to want to invest in. But for the sake of summer and spring and hotness, especially here in the Midwest with the humidity that we know is coming, even though it hasn't showed up yet, you can take your basic V-necks, do a little front tuck, throw on an effortless, shaw and go, or no shaw and just go if you're just a t-shirt and jeans type of gal. So something like this is screaming for accessories too. When you're thinking of accessories, you want to fill empty space, okay? So if it's a V-neck like this, I like to fill here. The yellow shirt that I had on had so much empty space, right, that I like to wear the long so it comes all the way down. So you'll want to play around with that too. But, even basic shirts can be worn a certain way that kind of take away from the places that you don't want to showcase and then kind of downplay the places that maybe you do, but you're not trying to cause a bunch of attention. So, okay. So this would be the last one. And I'm going to check for questions and see if any have come through, and then I'll answer.
Okay, so lots of watching, but not any questions. So if you have gotten to the point, okay, I'm going to take this off now. Oh. Okay, here I am. If you have any questions that popped up of what I shared, let me know. I'll be cleaning this up here in a hot minute. But I'm here to help, honestly. And every single little thing that you're having trouble with is going to be easy to fix as long as you're transparent about what it is, you're open to trying new things, and you're willing to kind of give it a try. So I just want to thank you for being on once again. These are never super easy for me. I have like a straight up phobia, but I do it for you because you guys seem to take a lot away from them. And when I do produced videos, it's like, I just can't. So I'm better candid, but yeah, so if you have questions, post them in the comments, and I would love to help in any way that I can. And if you liked this video and you liked the video on Monday, then tune in on Friday, because we're gonna be talking about how to quiet your self-doubt and wake up your fashion sense. So that'll be a fun one. All right, we'll see you later. Thanks for being here. Bye-bye.